A judge is supposed to hand down justice with an iron fist. And what if justice isn't just about the law? It is about compassion. Every day in America, thousands of them walk into the courtrooms fearing one thing, that is judgment. But in Providence, Rhode Island, people found something unexpected. This judge in Providence, Rhode Island wasn't just reading the law, he was reading people. From traffic tickets to small fines, his cases might seem very ordinary. But what unfolded inside those courtrooms of his really caught the attention of millions. On August 19, 2025, from a hospital bed in Providence, a judge made a plea to the general public, saying, "Please do remember me in your prayers." It was a final plea to the people who loved him, not just because he was a judge, but because he was kind. That request wasn't just for his own peace, but it reflected a lifetime of compassion for changing lives, one courtroom at a time. This is the story of Judge Frank Caprio, the man who turned the courtrooms into a place of mercy. His full name was Francisco Caprio, and he was the second of the three sons who were born to the couple, Antonio and Filomena Caprio. They were Italian immigrants who instilled in their family the values of dignity, hard work, and humanity. His father was once a fruit peddler, then became a milkman, and then eventually became the community psychologist. And it is from his father that Frank learned a very valuable lesson very early in his lifetime, that every person, no matter what their background is, deserves to be treated with kindness. Life wasn't easy for Frank. As a boy, he shined shoes, delivered newspapers, even worked in a milk truck. He earned his bachelor's in Providence College while he was teaching in a school, a government school called the Hope High School. At night, he studied law in Suffolk University in Boston. To his students, he was more than just a teacher. He was someone who believed in honesty, fairness, who believed in the power of hard work, values that would come handy for him one day while he gave judgments in the courtroom. Time passed by, and in 1985, Frank Caprio was appointed as the chief judge in the Providence Municipal Court. At first glance, it was a modest court handling small infractions like parking tickets, traffic violations, and so on and so forth. But Judge Frank Caprio turned this small corner of justice into something extraordinary. Where others saw rules, Judge Caprio saw people. A single mother struggling to feed her children, a veteran who was down on his luck, a young student struggling to stay in school. For Caprio, compassion wasn't weakness, it was justice at its best. Then came Court in Providence, a simple idea that turned into a global phenomenon. Millions tuned in to watch rulings that were not just fair but also deeply human. A little boy once told Judge Caprio to split his dad's fine into half. These moments from the courtroom of Judge Caprio went viral. And then that earned him the nickname, the nicest judge in the world. By 2017, the world realized or came to know what already Providence knew about. His courtroom show, Court in Providence, went absolutely viral. The clips of it was spread worldwide and people watched in millions across the globe. That is when he was awarded with the Daytime Emmy as not just as a judge but as a storyteller of humanity. After nearly 4 decades on the bench, Judge Frank Caprio retired on January 2023. He left behind a legal legacy and also a reminder to each one of us that justice can be both fair and kind. In December 2023, Judge Frank Caprio was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He fought bravely, ringing the treatment bell in May 2024 after a major treatment trail. But unfortunately, the disease returned, and in his final months, he recorded a message to all of those viewers who really loved him, asking for prayers. And on 20th August 2025, Judge Frank Caprio passed away at the age of 88. The whole world mourned his death. The death of not just a judge, but also of a man who reminded that compassion belonged to every courtroom and every life. Imagine a world without Judge Caprio, where every courtroom is faceless, and every ticket is just a number, and every defendant just a case file. Without Judge Caprio, millions might never have witnessed what justice looks like when it is tempered with mercy. Judge Frank Caprio's life teaches us few valuable lessons. In times of adversities and through adversities, we learn to be empathetic. Secondly, compassion doesn't weaken justice, but it strengthens it. Thirdly, even in the life's hardest battles, hope endures. I'd like to end this vlog with a statement that once Judge Frank Caprio said. He said that when people walk up in front of you, imagine yourself in their shoes. Imagine that it is you who's standing in front of them. This is the true essence of Judge Caprio's life, a true essence of his legacy. He taught us that when justice is handed into the hands of a kind person, it had the power to heal. And today, the courtroom that he once served as a judge might remain silent. You might not hear his voice again, but his compassion echoes through generations to come. And today, I would like to end this vlog by saying, if this story of Judge Caprio has touched your heart, may we continue his legacy. May we be compassionate to one another. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe for more stories that remind us of the good in this world. Stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll uncover another story of humanity shining through the darkness in this world.